Hello friends, welcome to my channel Tag Botany. If you are new to this channel, then subscribe, like and share. Do not forget to press the bell icon to get more and more videos on botany. Friends, today's topic is estivation. So let us begin with the question, what is estivation? Estivation is the arrangement of either the sepals or petals in a flower bud in relation to one another. So, friends, we know that the flower is a modified shoot and it is specially designed for the purpose of reproduction. So, here I am telling the definition of flower because flower has been called as modified shoot. As the shoot has leaves, flower also has leaves, which are called as floral leaves or floral whorls. So, which are the four floral whorls? Calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. So, of these, the first two, that is calyx and corolla, are called as accessory whorls. And the unit member of calyx is the sepals, and unit member of corolla is called as petals. So, their arrangement in a flower bud in relation to one another is called as estivation. Estivation is of considerable importance in the classification of plants because while we are describing a new specimen, then there we describe one by one from root up to the fruit, and in that we describe calyx and corolla. So while describing the calyx and corolla, we describe that what are the number of sepals and petals in calyx and corolla, then their union, that is whether they are free polysepalous or united gamosepalous, and lastly their estivation, that is arrangement that we describe. So without describing estivation we cannot go further. Therefore estivation is of considerable importance and it even forms a key character or diagnostic character for the family. So, what are the types of estivation that we shall study? Types of estivation are divided into two categories. The first category is floral leaves in one whorl. It has two types, that is valvate estivation and twisted estivation. And second category is floral leaves not in one whorl. It has three types of estivation, that is imbricate estivation, quincuntial estivation and vexillary estivation. So let us study one by one. First one is valvate estivation. In valvate estivation, floral leaves in one whorl may just touch one another at the margins without overlapping. So here floral leaves, the term floral leaves means sepals or petals. Sepals or petals. So floral leaves may just touch one another. In this valvate estivation, they are just touching one another and there is no overlapping, without overlapping. That means there is no overlapping. So here in the diagram you can see that there are 5 sepals in this diagram and the margins of these are only touching each other. There is no overlapping. So this kind of estivation is called as valvate estivation, and this is found in family Anonaceae and family Mimosae. Mimosae family is the subfamily of main family, that is Leguminosae or Fabaceae. So this first picture you can see, that is from the plant Anonas squamosa, that is Anonaceae. So here you can see that margins are only touching each other, that is called as valvate estivation. Then the second picture is from the family Mimosaceae, where you can see this is the plant, name of the plant is rain tree. So where you can see the sepals and petals, they are having valvate type of estivation. That means their margins are only touching each other and there is no overlapping. So this is the first type, that is valvate estivation. Then the second type is twisted estivation or contorted estivation. The another name for twisted estivation is contorted estivation. So What is this? When overlapping is regular in one direction so that one margin overlaps the next member on one side while its other margin is overlapped by the one before, giving a twisted appearance to the bud. For example, Malvaceae, China rose, and cotton and Apocynaceae, that is Nerium and Thievesia. So in the diagram here you can see that, let us understand this in a simple language. There are 5 petals, suppose they are given there, and the margins of each petal is, one margin is overlapping and another margin is overlapped. So regular overlapping and overlapped is giving the twisted appearance to the bud, that is called as twisted estivation. Examples are China rose, that is hibiscus, and cotton, that is gossypium, and family Apocynaceae, that is Nerium and Thievesia. So here in the first picture you can see the flower bud of hibiscus, that is China rose, in which clearly you can see the twisted or contorted estivation. Then another picture is from family Apocynaceae, that is Thievesia flower, and this one, third flower, it is also clearly showing the twisted or contorted type of estivation. Then the next type is imbricate estivation. In this, when the margins overlap one another but not in any particular order. So there is no order of the overlapping. There are overlapping, but there is no particular order, as was the case in twisted estivation. Examples of this is family Cisalpinaceae. So here in this picture you can see the sepal number 1 and 2. Sepal number 1 has both the margins external, or it is overlapping the either side of sepals, and sepal number 2, the both the margins are internal, that means it is having been overlapped, and the remaining 3 sepals, they are having one margin overlapping and another margin overlapped. So there is no particular order, as was the case in twisted estivation. So there was a regular order in twisted estivation, but here in imbricate there is no regular order. Only one sepal is completely outside, second sepal is completely inside, and the remaining 3 are alternate, that is one margin inside, one margin outside. So here in this picture you can see the cassia flower, which is showing that type of that is imbricated type of estivation. Then this is a Delaunix flower, which is also belonging to family Cisalpinae. So this is also showing the imbricate type of estivation. Then next type is quincuncial estivation. What is it? The floral leaves are not in a whorl but spirally arranged. Leaves 1 and 2 are external. So here in the diagram on the right corner you can see sepal or leaf, they are also called as leaves. Sepal number 1 and 2 are external. So here you can see sepal number 1 and sepal number 2, they are external. External means both the margins outside, both the margins are overlapping the other walls. Then 3 partly external, sepal number 3 is partly external. Partly means what? One side, that is one margin is overlapping and another margin is overlapped. So this is overlapped and this is overlapping. Then 4 and 5, the sepal number 4 and 5 are internal. 4 and 5 are internal. That internal means both the margins are overlapped by either sides sepals or petals. Example of this quincuncial estivation is Gawa, or botanical name of Gawa is Psidium gajawa, that is family Myrtaceae. So here you can see in the picture of Gawa that the petals are showing quincuncial estivation. Then the last type of estivation is vexillary estivation. So friends, this is the typical estivation of Papilionaceous corolla. Papilionaceous corolla means we know that this corolla is also called as butterfly shaped corolla, and this is found in the family Fabaceae or Papilionaceae, which is the subfamily of main family, that is Leguminosae. The posterior vexillum, which is also known as standard, overlaps the two ali or wings, which again overlap the paired anterior carina or keels. So, friends, there are different types of petals which are there in this papilionaceous corolla. The largest petal is called as vexillum. This is the largest petal. Here you can see, here in the diagram you can see largest petal is called as vexillum or standard petal, that is overlapping the two wings. The wings are lateral, these two are wings, here these two are wings. Wings are overlapped by main or standard petal, that is vexillum. Then these wings or ali are overlapping the paired anterior carina or keels. So remember that posterior means near to the stem or attachment, and anterior means away from the stem or attachment. Here posterior side is vexillum side and anterior side is keels or carina side. So this is a typical estivation. There is one standard, then there are two wings, and there are two keels. That means 1 plus 2 plus 2, that is 5. So all the petals, they are 5 in number. So here you can see in the picture I have shown the picture of Clitoria ternacea. This plant belongs to family Fabaceae or Papilionaceae, which is having the vexillary estivation or papilionaceous or butterfly shaped corolla. So this is the largest vexillum, then there are two wings, and inside that there are two keels. So this type of estivation is called as vexillary estivation. So hope you have understood. Thank you very much. Keep liking the videos, sharing with your friends.